Just minutes from the beach in Skegness on the Lincolnshire coast is the home that 2-year-old Bronson shared with his dad Kenneth. But this little boy's final days are almost impossible to imagine. After his father died of a suspected heart attack at their flat, this boy was stranded alone. Over the following days, he starved to death and was found lying next to his father.
So just think that the little child was in there on his own and no one was there to help him and that. It's just, yeah, it's beyond tragic.
They were under the care of social services. Lincolnshire County Council says they're holding a rapid review into what happened. On Boxing Day, a neighbour spotted the pair on their way to the shops in town. She said they waved and had big smiles. The next day, the same neighbour received a text from Kenneth saying, "Thank you both for caring about me and Bronson. Means the world to us. It really does." A social worker also spoke to Kenneth and arranged to visit on the 2nd of January. On New Year's Day, the neighbour messaged again but received no answer. On the 2nd, the social worker visited the house. Again, there was no answer. She contacted police and checked other houses for Bronson. The social worker visited again on the 4th. Again, no answer, and contacted police. On the 9th of January, the social worker was given access by the landlord and discovered both Kenneth and his son dead. One neighbour told me how Kenneth and Bronson were inseparable, like two peas in a pod. They said they checked in on Kenneth because they knew he was in poor health, and they simply want answers as to how this could possibly have happened. The MP, who represents Skegness, says answers must come quickly.
It does seem as though both the police and social services were already involved. They already knew, as I say, both the father and Bronson, and for that to have not successfully secured his safety is clearly a failing on several levels.
Lincolnshire Police has referred itself to the independent watchdog and says it would be inappropriate to comment further while a review takes place. The case was raised during Prime Minister's questions.
I can't let today pass without saying how saddened I was by the tragic death of Bronson Battersby, aged just 2, who died in heartbreaking circumstances in Skegness. I know that this House will join me in sending our deepest sympathies to his family.
Bronson's mother lives at a different address in Skegness. She's said to be heartbroken. It is too early to apportion blame, but the review will establish whether the authorities or anyone else could have intervened earlier and potentially saved Bronson. Lisa Dowd, Sky News, Skegness.